Good morning. We are just coming into Haugesund. It's so beautiful. We have come back to the quays again for breakfast. Here's a quick look at the menu. We're a bit earlier today and it is nice and quiet. Is it good? So we had some of the pancakes with blueberry compote. It was 3 small pancakes.
Yeah.
We've chopped it up, but there's 3 kind of like very small pancakes actually. But perfect for him. We've got waffles with Nutella, and we've got some other bits that we can just share between us. They have strawberry jam today. What do you reckon?
Risøy had a large population, but it was not until 1939 that the island was connected to the mainland. Before 1939, locals had to take a rowing boat or a ferry for the 100-metre crossing over Smeya Sound. Due to heavy ship traffic, the new bridge was built 22 metres above the water for ships to pass under it. Now we are driving over the Haugesund Bridge. This is the second downtown island that became joined to the mainland.
So we arrived in Ferguson this morning. We didn't vlog that much yesterday because we just had a bit of a chill day. But we have come ashore and we haven't got any shore excursions booked, but there was this little train, like a road train outside the ship. So we got on that. I think it was 250 krona per adult.
Yeah, it's about 43.75.
Yeah, about
For the two of us.
43.75
You want a cuddle?
in pounds. Hudson was free. I think it was under 3s for free. So yeah, and we've just had a little stop at this beautiful monument here. So we're letting Hudson stretch his legs and run around and just having a nice little time in the sun. It's really beautiful weather today.
Apparently we got like the best weather of the entire Norwegian.
Yeah, the captain was, or the deputy captain this morning was saying that this cruise has been the best weather that they've had so far all season. And our tour guide in Olden also said that the weather, like this is the worst summer that Norway has had in about 16 years, I think they said. So yeah, we're very lucky. It has been literally beautiful. I think it rained once and we didn't even notice. We just came back and our balcony was wet and we were like, oh, it's rained.
Right, do you want to walk to Mummy?
You coming? Do you want to have a little run? Gonna have a run around.
He's like, I don't like running in unfamiliar places.
Is the grass so squishy? He's gotten used to all the dry, dead grass back at home.
On the left is the Festiviteten, which is the city's concert and theatre hall. Well-known artists from home and abroad have been on stage here.
That's it, we're just on the train. We're at a stop in the town centre. We were going to stop and have a look around, but we have decided to just go back to the ship because Hudson keeps yawning. Poor little thing, he's tired, so we're going to get him some lunch. Maybe go for a little swim, just so like a calm little, he can go in, there's a little splash zone, there's a couple of splash zones. Yes, please, thank you. There are a couple of splash zones that he can go in, so we might try and pop in there while it's quiet and then grab something to, it's 11:15. So yeah, if we do that and then aim to eat around 12:30, and then he normally goes down to bed for a nap around 1ish. So, do you want to say hi? So we're heading back to the ship now. But this was a fun little way of seeing the town. We did realise as well as we were driving around that we have actually been here before. So we've decided, you know, we've seen it. Hudson's tired, there's no point in dragging it out any longer because we don't want to upset him. And yeah, we have seen this town. So we are just gonna go back. Oh, bless you. We are just at Ripples and we're having the ice cream afternoon tea. Hudson's a fan already. I got a tea with mine. I'm not sure if they do hot chocolate. Will didn't ask. Will got a coffee. Yeah, I'm just gonna help Hudson because he is. So we're just having this little. Is this a cannoli? They said.
I think it is an ice cream cannoli covered in yeah.
That's really good. They're kind of difficult to break up, but we're trying this. What is this? Coconut cannoli now. Looks good.
Cold.
It's crumbly to eat. We have made a mess on the table, but it's delicious. It's got a little macaron. It's good, it's quite melted. But yeah, delicious. What do you think? Is it yummy? What would you like next? So that macaron, I don't know if it had a particular flavour, but oh, thank you.
They're really good. They sorted that out. They cooked it.
My tea that they got was a peppermint tea. I don't know why, but it's fixed now.
She's really good about it.
Right, we're down to the bigger stuff.
Not sure how we're going to split this between the three. But
This is the praline ice cream. What one have you got?
hazelnut. It's really good.
These are nice. I guess the only downside of this is because it is all ice cream, you've got to eat it pretty quickly. There's like no break.
I think you've got to eat it like super quick. You know, pace yourself.
That second macaron was already like melted.
I think the macaron, yeah, the small stuff.
These are holding up surprisingly well. They're not hard though, they're not completely frozen. So, Will's got the salted caramel, one of these. I've got, is this hazelnut? I mean like praline or whatever, I don't know. This one is a dark chocolate. go. Run.
Wrong door. Keep going. Go on then.
Daddy.
We are outside on the balcony, enjoying the beautiful sunshine. I got a bit chilly actually, so I put on
It's not that cold
a
though.
jumper,
It's really
but
nice.
people moving deck chairs. Yeah, Will thinks I'm crazy for putting on a jumper, and it's beautifully sunny, but I just got a bit chill.
17 degrees.
17 is not warm.
Don't yawn, even yawn. Oh, damn it.
Sorry. So what did you think of Ripple's ice cream afternoon tea?
I think it was really good, and the woman advised us that like one
Is definitely enough to share.
person's like afternoon tea is 9 ice creams.
Yeah.
So she was like, definitely just buy one and split
Yeah.
it between the two of you, and then pay the
went.
additional for another coffee. So you get one coffee or tea for free.
Yeah.
And just pay for an additional one. So that's what we did. So we spent $11.95
It
plus a
was-
coffee.
I'm pretty sure it was $11.95. It was either $11.95 or $11.25, something like that. It was £11 something. And it was a 3-tiered. You would have seen the footage. It had 9 ice cream treats on it, and they were all delicious.
It's
Very
really
good.
good.
We think 100% worth the money.
Yeah, it was worth money.
But get it to share. There is no way I could have eaten that. And especially because it's melting while you're eating it, so there's no way.
9 ice creams to eat.
And they're not small. I thought
No.
in the cabinet, the ice creams themselves look like they're mini ones like this, but in reality, they're like this big.
Yeah, and $11.95 for 9 ice creams when they're like £2 an ice cream.
Yeah.
It is pretty
The
good.
little dome one that we had before was like £3 something, I think.
It's really good, yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely worth it. If you're looking in that cabinet in Ripples and you're not sure which ice cream to get, or you're torn
the
between a
afternoon
few,
tea.
get the afternoon tea. You get to sample most of them, and not even sample, you get to have most of them.
Yeah.
And we just like split them in half. We'd eat like half of one and then switch. It was delicious. Highly recommend. That was one of the best food things I think on board.
Yeah, it was really good. We were discussing about what we thought was good value for money and what we didn't, and that was definitely up there with what we thought was good value for money.
Ripples
Ripples is-
afternoon tea.
Ripples is the best.
Go do it. It is good value
Also,
for
the
money.
ice cream is really good, and you can get the same ice cream with a bigger range as well if you're on the ship from the Sky Dome Gelateria.
Yeah. Is it Sundays?
Sundays.
It's called Sundays. Really, really nice. Yeah.
Same brand of ice cream.
Yeah.
So,
Snowflake ice cream, I think it's
Yeah.
called.
so
Delicious.
If you just want ice cream in a cone or a cup, and
Mm-hmm.
go upstairs, because sometimes the queue is smaller.
Yeah. The Kinder one
yeah.
is really good, and also the strawberry.
Strawberry
Gelato.
Hudson, like, absolutely
Oh my
love it.
gosh, that is delicious.
And the sorbet.
The sorbet was really nice. He was like,
Sorbet,
yeah.
sorbet.
But can we just take a minute
Sorry.
to appreciate how beautiful and how nice the day is? We've had such a nice day. We went off really early this morning. Well, not really early. I think it was about 9:30. As soon as the gangway opened, we were off.
10 o'clock by the time we go away.
Yeah, a bit of a late start this morning, but it was nice. We got off straight away. We went on a little like road train.
Yeah, that
Tour?
was 500 kroner, which worked out at £43. Sorry, how you want as I was talking. It was 250 kroner per adult and free for Hudson because he's under the age of 3. And
So how much was that in pounds?
43.75
Yeah.
kroner.
So about £44. And yeah, it was a nice little trip. We went and stopped at a few places. You would have seen some footage of that. And then, yeah, we came back, had a swim, which was beautiful because it was quite quiet in the pools because because we left early, a lot of people had already gone.
Yeah, when we were going back on board, people were getting off, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
So it was really nice. And,
So yeah, we
yes,
had,
everything was really chill.
yeah, the lifts were quick. And that's the thing, if you can get off really quickly and come back early, then you have the ship to yourself a little bit, which is really, really nice.
And also, we didn't realise until yesterday when we were doing our little mooch around because Hudson was in night nursery. On deck 18 forwards is like a completely separate pool, and
Yeah, there was a whole pool we didn't even know about. This
pool
ship
and bar.
is humongous. So we're gonna try and get around and do a proper ship tour.
So it's like,
maybe tonight.
Pool-wise, there's the centre pool, the 2 infinity pools, this third pool that we just found. So there's 4
So the
pools.
centre pool, you mean the Sky Dome?
Sky Dome, yeah.
Yeah, so the Sky Dome, the 2 infinity pools.
And the forward midships one,
yeah.
or deck 18.
And then there is one in the retreat as well, isn't it?
No, there's a spa.
It's just whirlpools,
Yeah.
okay. There are a lot of pools. And then there's the thermal one in the spa, which
and
we
the
haven't
thermal
seen.
Yeah, because we can't get into it unless we pay.
Yeah, and the problem is Hudson can't go in there. So there's no point in us paying to go in there because we'd have to go one at a time, which really sucks.
Yeah.
So is it open in the evenings?
Okay, we could go down.
This is one thing that we're really struggling with. I don't know if it's been every day, but most days the pool's shut at 4. And the night nursery doesn't open until 6.
The pool shuts at 4, and then the whirlpools or the spas close.
They close at 8.
So
and that's all of them. I have been on other cruise lines where they'll shut some and like they'll rotate them, so they'll clean the shut ones and then they'll open the ones that they've cleaned and shut the other ones and clean them. But these ones are just blanket rule, everything shuts at 8. Or the pools shut at 4, which I understand in the Sky Dome because they put shows on in there, so they've got to get that ready. But all the other pools, there must be a reason for it. I don't know what the reason is. But it just means because Hudson can't go in the pools, he can only go in the splash pools. It just means we can't ever swim together.
Freezing.
Yeah, we went
out today.
The splash pool was pretty cold today, and we tried the splash zone up on deck 18
Just like
the other day.
lukewarm
That
shower.
was freezing, so he wasn't super keen on that. So he can't go in the pools. It means we have to go in separately. They shut at 4, so we can't even go after we put him into night nursery. Even if we do get him into night nursery like bang on time tonight, which is like 6 o'clock, it opens, we're gonna have to like run. We'll have to be prepared with our clothes, like our swimmers on already,
Which are wet.
underneath, which are wet, because maybe we should hang them out here. But yeah, it's really tricky if you have a toddler that can't go in the swimming pools to enjoy the swimming pools, because the nursery, like the day nursery, is only open if you take your toddler with you.
Self-service, basically.
Yeah, so they don't, I'm not sure why. They didn't really give a reason. I'm not sure if it's staffing or whether it's just not something that they're doing anymore, but you can't, is it under 3s? Under 3s, you can't just drop them off at the kids club anymore. So keep that in mind if you're traveling with a toddler. It's tricky to get pool and spa time together. Bring a grandparent.
Yes.
That is the tip we have for you. Or bring someone that you trust with you who won't mind looking after your child while you have, an hour. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna sit here and soak up the sun. And yeah, I'm sorry if we haven't vlogged much. I don't even know if we have or not. I can't remember. It's just been a whirlwind of stuff, so hopefully, I know I've taken loads of footage of the ship. I don't know whether we've chatted much, but we'll try and do a bit of a roundup. We need to still do a room tour. We need to finish our ship tour. We've been walking around trying to get footage of the ship, but we're also trying to enjoy ourselves, so bear with us.
Yeah, together.
Exactly. So anyway,
Speak to you soon.
bye.
Farewell to beautiful Norway, along with the rest of your evening on board Iona. I look forward to speaking to you at 6 p.m. tomorrow to give you a little update on our progress as we sail to sunny Southampton. But for now, I thank you for your attention, and I wish you all a very good evening.
Welcome to Hudson Chair Tester. You gonna relax?
Would you like?
You relaxing? What do you think of this chair?